Hello children, so welcome to the class. Now we have new topic. This is about tongue. Okay, so thing is what we have learned in earlier class that the tongue is a sense organ that helps us taste food. So whatever the food we are eating, okay, say it is taste sweet or it is bitter, it is salty, it is sour in taste, so what it is spicy, all are these feelings are sensed by the tongue only. Okay, so we use a taste bud on the surface of the tongue to differentiate between sweet, bitter, salty and sour and food. That means say you have taken suppose some kind of sweet or sugar you have taken, then whatever the taste bud we have on the surface of the tongue, it can give us the information that it is taste in sweet. Okay, and if you have taken the lemon juice, okay, then this taste bud will give that it is sour in taste. And similarly we can determine the what is the taste bitter and salty by using this taste bud, okay, which are present in the surface of the tongue. So the tongue is a muscular organ that help us mix food with saliva. So already I have discussed about saliva, which is present in the salivary gland, which is secreted by salivary gland. So saliva is what it is mixed with the food by the help of tongue. Okay, that means the tongue is using as a mixer, as a mixing using as a mixer to mix the food with the saliva. So it also help us to roll and chew food into a ball or bolus, which is pushed towards the back of the mouth where it is swallowed. So thing is what, when we chew the food, that means by using that our teeth we chew the food and but we push towards the back of the mouth, and these are all done by the help of the tongue. Okay, so after that what happens, passing through the esophagus. Now question arises, we eat the food by using our mouth, okay, then this food go to the stomach. So must be there is some connection between the mouth and the stomach, and this connection is made by this esophagus. So when the food is swallowed, when we swallow the food, a flap called epiglottis prevent the food from entering the windpipe and choking the person. That means same pipe, there is a pipe that is we are taking for the respiration, we are taking the oxygen. The epiglottis prevent the food so that it does not enter to the windpipe, and the swallowed food enters the long muscular pipe like organ called esophagus. So after that, the whatever the swallowed food we have taken from the mouth, by the help of tongue we mix it, and by the help of teeth also we break it, then it is entered to the stomach through the esophagus. So esophagus is a long muscular pipe like structure, okay, that connect the stomach to the mouth. See, this esophagus connecting the stomach to the mouth. The swallowed food travels to the stomach because of a wave-like motion in the walls of the esophagus called peristalsis. So that means what, whatever we have swallowed food travel the stomach, it can travel the stomach because of a wave-like motion in the walls of the esophagus called peristalsis. Okay, then next important thing, there is a peristalsis in the esophagus. It is a diagram, and this diagram is also very important. So next one we have digestion in stomach. So after taking the food and entering the food to the stomach through the esophagus, what happened in the stomach? So the stomach is a muscular organ. Stomach is a muscular organ. Obviously we all have stomach, so we know about this, and that is found the upper left side of the abdomen. So it is found in the upper left side of the abdomen. Okay, the swallowed food stay in the stomach for around 4 hours. That's why after taking breakfast we can wait up to 4 to 5 hours to take the lunch. Also after taking the lunch we can wait up to 4 to 5 hours to take the dinner, because of what, the food stay in the stomach. Okay, that's why the wall of the stomach secrete digestive juice, acid and mucus. So from the stomach wall we have got some digestive juice and acid and mucus. Now digestive juice digests protein in the food to simpler substance. So what we eat, we have eaten the food, which is contain carbohydrate, fats, protein, and many more. So that protein part is digest and break down to simple substance by the digestive juice. Okay. Also there is a acid and which kill the bacteria and other germs that are present in the swallowed food. When we take the food from, suppose we are taking the food from the outside of stall, maybe there is some kind of bacteria and germs are there, and these germs and bacteria are killed by the acid that are present in the stomach. Okay. Also it helps the digesting enzyme to carry out their function. Also it helps in digestion. Okay. The mucus coat is the wall of the stomach and prevent it from being digested by digestive juice. So thing is what, also there is a mucus who protect the wall of the stomach, because our stomach already releasing the digestive juice and acid, and this digestive juice and acid may break down the or may digest the food. Also it can be harmful for our wall of the stomach. That's why the mucus form a layer through the wall of the stomach, and it save the wall of the stomach from this digestive juice and acid. Okay. So the wall of the stomach also contract and relax. It also contracting and relaxing, thus helping to mix the digestive juice with the food, and it helps the digestive juice to get mixed with the food. The food is made into a semi-solid called chyme. So when the food is breaking down to a simple substance, also mixed with the digestive juice, then it makes a semi-solid. That means what? Neither completely solid nor completely liquid. It is a semi-solid, and this is known as chyme, which is then passed into the small intestine, and then it is passed to the small intestine. Then what happened? The small intestine is a long narrow coiled tube that is around 7 meter long and found in the lower abdomen. So it is around 7 meter long. Okay, and it is found in the lower abdomen. The greater part of the digestion and absorption take place in the small intestine. That means the main part of the digestion and absorption of food to the blood is take part in the small intestine. So the walls of the small intestine secrete digestive juice, and also just like the stomach, then the small intestine also secrete the digestive juice, and the liver secrete bile. That our body has the liver, and that liver secrete the bile juice, which is stored in the gallbladder. Gallbladder is what we have hear about the many times hear about the disease like gallbladder. So this is the what where the liver bile juice are stored. So bile is released in the small intestine when needed, and this is released only when needed. Pancreatic juice are secreted by the pancreas into small intestine. So there are one more juice are there, pancreatic juice, which is also secreted by the pancreas to the small intestine. So in small intestine we have two juice. One is what liver secrete the bile juice from the gallbladder, and the pancreatic juice from the pancreas to the small intestine. So bile breaks, next one we have bile break down fat into tiny droplet, which can be easily acted on by the digestive juice. So bile juice break the what fat into tiny portion, that means small droplet, which can be easily act on digestive juice. Then when it is become small, then digestive juice can easily break it. The digestive juice secreted by the wall of the small intestine break down fats into simpler substance that can be absorbed. So the digestive juice secreted by the small intestine break the fats part and into a so much simple substance that can be absorbed by the blood. The pancreatic juice break down starch into simple sugars. Also the pancreatic juice break down the starch part to a sugar, and protein and fats into simple substance, and break down the protein part and fat into a simple substance. That means the pancreatic juice have the ability of breaking more than comparison to the others, because it can break the starch into simple sugar, also the protein and fats. The small intestine also plays an important role in the absorption of the digestive food into the blood stream. The inner walls of the small intestine have numerous projections called villi or villi. Someone called villi and someone called villi. It is your wish. Just make the spelling is correct. Okay. The digestive food enters the blood vessel in the villi through their thin walls. So whatever the food we have break to a small into a small portion. Now this must be absorbed by the blood vessel to carry out to various organ of the body. So that's why there is some numerous projection are there, which name are known as villi. Okay, and this villi, through this villi, the digestive food enter to the blood vessel, and after entering the blood vessel, it carries to the various part of the body. Okay, next one we have absorption. The absorption of the large intestine. The large intestine is a broader and shorter than the small intestine. So the large intestine is a broader, it is broad, okay, and shorter, but the length is short than the small intestine. It is around 1.5 meter long. The main function of the large intestine is to absorb water from the digested food. It also absorbs some vitamin and minerals. So after taking all the protein, carbohydrate and fats, then it moves to the large intestine. Now large intestine do what? They absorb the water and some remaining vitamin and mineral from the remaining food. Okay, this is the last stage. Okay, then the undigested food and waste is stored for a while in the rectum. So whatever the undigested food, after absorbing all remaining the undigested food and waste is stored for a while in the rectum and sent out to the body through the anus. So after storing in the rectum, then also sent out to the body through the anus. This process is called defecation. Okay, next we have transport and assimilation of digestive food. We come to know about the digestion, how it is happen. Now after digestion, how the food is transported to the all the organ of our body. Okay, so for that, see, transport and assimilation of digested food. The digested food enters the blood in the small intestine. So it enters the blood in the small intestine, and this is carried throughout the body through the blood stream. So blood stream carry out through whole the body. Okay, the digestive food material is used by the body in many ways. Number one, glucose is used to get energy through the process of respiration. So glucose is used to get energy through the process of respiration. This occur in the cell of the body, and these activities occur in the cell of the body. The simpler substance that we get when the fats are digested are stored in the body and also used as a source of energy. The simpler substance that we get when the fats are digested, then the simpler substance is stored in the body. Okay, and it does not use at the instant moment. It is stored in the body. Okay, and we will use it after some time as a source of energy. The simpler substance that we get when proteins are broken down are used